Hello everyone, and welcome back to Easy English Steps. Today's topic is something personal, emotional, and inspiring: how to talk about your goals and dreams in English.
Yes, this is one of the most important topics because everyone has dreams, big or small, and knowing how to express them clearly helps you sound confident.
Exactly. When you talk about your goals, you share who you are and who you want to become. It's a beautiful conversation topic.
So let's start with a simple question. Maya, what is one of your personal goals?
One of my biggest goals is to become fluent in another language. I want to speak it naturally, confidently, and without hesitation.
That's a great goal. Why is it important to you?
Because learning a new language opens doors to new cultures, new friends, and new opportunities. It makes the world feel bigger and smaller at the same time.
I love that. And you used great vocabulary to talk about your goal. Words like opportunities, cultures, hesitation.
Yes, and learners can use similar words when talking about their own dreams.
Now I'll share one of my goals. My goal is to write a book someday.
Really? That's wonderful. Why do you want to write a book?
Because I want to share my experiences, my lessons, and my ideas with people who may need them. A book feels powerful and permanent.
That's beautiful. And see, when you talk about your goals, you can explain the reason behind them that makes your answer meaningful.
Let's teach our listeners useful sentence structures for talking about goals.
Repeat after us, everyone.
One of my goals is to improve my English speaking skills.
My dream is to travel to another country and experience a new culture.
I want to become better at managing my time.
I hope to achieve my career goals step by step.
Nicely done, everyone. These sentences help you sound natural and clear.
When talking about goals, you can also talk about your feelings.
Yes. For example, I feel excited about this goal, or this dream motivates me every day.
And you can also talk about challenges. For example, sometimes it's difficult, but I don't give up.
Challenges make dreams stronger.
Let's show our listeners a natural conversation example.
Sure. Maya, what's a dream you've had since childhood?
Since childhood, I've dreamed of becoming a musician. I love music, and it connects deeply with my emotions.
That's a beautiful dream.
Thank you. What about you?
Since I was young, I have dreamed of traveling around the world. I want to see different cultures, try new foods, and meet new people.
That sounds amazing. Dreams like these give life meaning.
Before we finish this part, let's give our listeners a few advanced expressions.
Yes. Here's a good one. I'm working toward my goal.
Another one, I'm trying to make my dream a reality.
And another, I'm taking small steps every day.
These expressions make you sound fluent and motivated.
That brings us to the end of part 1.
In part 2, we'll talk about long-term goals, future plans, common mistakes, and how to describe dreams in deeper, more emotional ways.
Stay with us. This is Easy English Steps.
Now that we've talked about personal goals and childhood dreams, let's go deeper and explore long-term goals, the goals that shape our future.
Yes, long-term goals are special because they take time, patience, and dedication. They often show what kind of life a person wants to build.
Exactly. For example, a long-term goal could be becoming a doctor, starting a business, building a happy family, or moving to another country.
And every long-term goal begins with a simple idea, a dream. That dream becomes stronger when you talk about it clearly.
So Maya, do you have a long-term goal for your future?
Yes, I do. One of my biggest long-term goals is to start my own educational company someday.
Wow, that's inspiring. Why is that your goal?
Because I love teaching. I want to help people learn languages, grow in confidence, and feel proud of their progress.
That sounds powerful. And the way you explained it, with emotion and meaning, that's how learners should talk about their dreams too.
What about you, Alex? What's one of your long-term goals?
My long-term goal is to live in another country for a few years.
Really? What inspires that dream?
I want to experience another lifestyle, learn a new language deeply, and see the world from a different perspective.
That's a beautiful reason. Goals that change how we see the world are always meaningful.
Now let's teach our listeners some useful ways to talk about long-term goals.
Repeat after us, everyone.
In the future, I hope to achieve a higher level in my career.
My long-term dream is to build a stable and happy life.
I'm planning to improve myself step by step.
I'm working on developing new skills for my future.
Excellent. These sentences will help you sound confident when discussing your dreams.
When talking about goals, you can also mention what actions you are taking now.
Yes, for example, I'm studying every day to move closer to my goal.
Or, I'm practicing consistently because I believe small steps create big results.
These details show dedication.
Another important part of talking about goals is discussing challenges.
Yes, dreams are exciting, but they are not always easy.
You can say, I face challenges, but I keep going.
Or, sometimes I lose motivation, but I remind myself why I started.
These phrases show strength and honesty, two important things when talking about dreams.
Now let's practice a natural conversation for our listeners.
Sure. Alex, what's a goal you're working on right now?
I'm working on improving my writing. I write a little bit every day to develop my style.
That's great. Small daily practice really helps.
What about you? What goal are you focusing on?
I'm focusing on becoming more organized. I'm using a planner, writing schedules, and checking my progress.
That's an important skill. Organization makes dreams easier to achieve.
Here's another question learners often hear. What motivates you to achieve your goal?
Yes, and you can answer by talking about inspiration. For example, I'm motivated because I want a better future.
Or, I'm inspired by the people who support me.
Beautiful answers.
Another question is, how do you plan to reach your dream?
You can say, I plan to study consistently, or I plan to practice every day.
Or, I plan to learn from people who already achieved that dream.
Great advice.
Before we finish, let's give our listeners advanced expressions they can use.
Here are some powerful ones.
I'm determined to reach my goal.
I'm committed to my dreams.
I'm taking meaningful steps forward.
I'm building the future I want.
These expressions sound confident and inspiring.
That brings us to the end of this two-part series on talking about your goals and dreams.
Thank you for learning with us today.
Remember, your dreams matter.
And every small step you take brings you closer to them.
Keep going, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself.
And as always, stay with us on Easy English Steps.